My husband told me to figure it out while I was stranded on a highway shoulder at midnight, so I made those 3 words the new rules of our marriage. I was driving home from my sister's place when my tire blew out on the interstate. 40 minutes from home, 11 p.m., rain coming down sideways. I pulled onto the shoulder with semis screaming past close enough to rock the car. My hands were shaking when I called my husband, Marcus. I could hear his draft party in the background. The guys, the TV, somebody yelling about a trade. My tire just blew. I'm on the shoulder past exit 12. I'm scared. Can you come? He sighed. Actually sighed. Babe, I've got 8 guys here. Call roadside. Our membership had lapsed in March, his one job. When I reminded him, there was a pause. Then the words I'll never unhear. You're 34 years old. Figure it out. And he hung up on his wife on the side of an interstate in the rain. So I figured it out. I watched a video on 8% battery, dug the jack out of the trunk, and changed that tire soaked to the bone while headlights blasted past me. I cried the whole drive home, then walked in to find him laughing on the couch with his friends. He raised his beer. See? Knew you had it in you. Something in me went very quiet and very cold. Fine. If figure it out was the rule of this marriage, he was about to live under it too. 3 weeks later, my phone rang at 9:40 on a Tuesday night. Marcus calling from his office parking garage. Dead battery. Can you grab the jumper cables and come? 20 minutes tops. I was home, warm, in pajamas. I let the silence sit for a second. You're 36 years old, Marcus. Figure it out. And I hung up. He called back 4 times. I turned my phone face down and finished my tea. He got home at midnight. $80 poorer from a jump service. Furious. That was petty. I sat in that garage for 2 hours. I know the feeling, I said. Mine was a highway. 2 months later came the big one. He called me at work, panicked. He'd left his laptop and his security badge at home on the morning of the presentation he'd been building toward all year. I need you to bring them. Right now, please. I had my own job, my own 9 a.m. Figure it out. His voice dropped into a hiss. If I lose this promotion, that's on you. If you don't help me, we have a real problem. Your ultimatums, I said, are also something you can figure out. He hung up so hard I heard it. He survived. Cloud files and a loaner laptop from IT. But he came home slamming cabinets anyway. You're supposed to be my partner. Partners show up. Funny, I said. I used to think that too. Somewhere around exit 12. Then he grabbed his keys and announced he was driving to his mother's, because at least someone would agree that his wife had gone off the deep end. He was back in under an hour, red-eyed, quiet. He sat down across from me at the kitchen table and stared at his hands. I told Mom everything, start to finish. I thought she'd take my side. He swallowed. She asked me one question. What kind of man leaves his wife on the shoulder of an interstate for a fantasy draft? Then she told me to come home and apologize before you wised up and left me. Then my husband cried at our kitchen table, a man I'd seen cry twice in 11 years. He said he kept replaying that phone call, the rain on my end, his friends laughing on his, the sound of himself choosing a draft pick over the person he swore vows to. I don't know who that guy was, he said. I hate him. I didn't rescue him from the silence. Then I told him the truth. I was never punishing him. I just needed him to stand where I'd stood. Last month, my battery died outside the grocery store in the middle of a storm. I had the roadside app open. He renewed it himself the day after the kitchen table, when a familiar truck pulled in beside me. Marcus stepped out into the rain with jumper cables already in hand, soaked through in about 4 seconds. Don't figure it out, he said. That's not the rule anymore. We jumped the car together, both of us drenched and laughing like idiots. That's the marriage now. Nobody stands on the shoulder alone.